Hey everybody, hope everyone's having a great start to the week. I've got a Workbench update for you today on this fine Monday evening. Over the weekend and late last week I worked on a number of things. Interestingly, not muskets and tomahawks, which is what my previous video was for Unfinished Business, but I did feel like working on a number of things for a number of reasons, and I'll explain those in a sec, and also why muskets and tomahawks wasn't on the docket. Anyway, so let's start here. These are the artillery pieces and the, I don't know what they're called exactly, but the ammo carriages for my artillery. And again, these are for the British Desert Forces. Now, I already had the guns all built, but I had totally forgotten that I had to finish putting these wagons together, these carriage things. So I also had to add the gunners to the bases of the guns, which I did. Attach the wheels and the I don't know, whatever that thing is called, the hitch thing, and then the doors to these guys. So they're all dried and ready. They're gonna get a prime ASAP. Probably when I do everything else. The weather's been really good, other than the one day that I was ready to prime and it was raining. So hopefully even tomorrow or later on this week I can go outside and spray prime. It's been quite a while since I spray primed, so it'll be nice to get them primed quickly. Next thing I worked on, these are Normans for my Saga Warband. These were the last guys to be built out of the sprues. So I've got 4 more Hearthguard, and I gave them round shields this time. All the other ones had kite shields, and I've pretty much run out of kite shields, so these guys got round ones. 2 of them will go in the spear unit, and 2 of them will go in the sword unit. Technically, that's just how I'm building them. They're not necessarily going to be in that order every game, depending on what it looks like. This also means I now have 12 guys, which is 2 units for Lion Rampant, so I am that much closer to a Lion Rampant force, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this done. One of them was just to get sprues out of the cupboard and out of the drawers and get these models built, and the other one was focusing on finishing up my Saga Warband and getting a playable force for Lion Rampant, because I still really like to try the rules. I don't really have an opposing force in my collection, so I'll have to talk to local guys and see what they've got. This guy over here on the horse without the base, that's going to be the leader. I know he's pretty lackluster, but he's going to be my warlord. Not that horse. His horse is already painted up. So once this warlord is painted up, he'll go on his proper horse that's already done. And I've got this casualty marker, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some sand on the base, paint that up, paint this guy up, and then stick him like that, and he'll be, I don't know, maybe a marker, an objective marker for a scenario, or I don't know what, but I'm just going to put him on there and paint him up. He looks kind of cool. Another thing, my Bandit Buntai for Ronin. Again, same with the Normans. I just want to get them on their bases and ready to go. So whether that sucks in the end, because I'll have a bunch of eventually primed guys waiting for paint, but at least it gives me they're one step closer to being on the table, and it gives me that much more, I guess, incentive to get them painted, because they're actually partway there. I also really want to try Ronin, and I could play with the samurai that I have, but I feel that the game would be that much better if we played with 2 different bands, or a buntai. Second last, the other day I put sand on these guys, and this actually I did the end of last week, and it was actually really nice. I opened the windows, sat by the window, actually on the floor, and I worked on the couch, so kind of odd, but you know, having the sun come in, and I didn't have YouTube on or any electronics. It was just the wind blowing through the window, putting the sand on these guys, gluing in sand. Took a while because of getting in the little nooks and crannies. One of the problems with basing and then painting is that you have to get into all the little bits. But I think it worked out just fine. Now, you'll notice that Other armies that you see for Warband, they have the little markers on their bases, which is a totally awesome idea. I really respect that idea, and I think it looks great. However, because I use smaller bases and I didn't actually plan to put those little markers on, not all of the units have space for the markers, and they're about, I think, 7 millimeters or so from on the outside. So most of the bases do have room, but some of them don't, and some of them would be a little fiddly. I should have made room in the corners at least for them. That's okay. Because I need these for pin markers for bolt action anyway, and I've worked on these previously, and I think I've shown these, but it's just a what is it, 20 millimeter base with the little dice frame inside. I'll probably try just the sand and not plastering. These ones I put plaster first, and it's a lot of work, and these are just pin markers, and I think I don't really mind if the frame is showing through, so I'll probably just try it with sand for at least one tester. Try that out, and yeah, I'll just paint the frame standout color, so no worries there. But I did a bunch of them, including some bigger ones, and these will be for Warband as well, for the command points and the magic points. So 7 millimeter dice will go in here, 5 millimeters in the other ones. And again, I need it for bolt action, so I would have to get extras if I was going to put them on the bases for Warband. So I figured this does double duty, which I always like, and it does kind of suck that you have to have the marker like near the unit, and that's a little annoying, but I think in the end it'll be okay, because they're multi-purpose again, and that's cool. So anyway, that's a few of the things. Actually, that's all the stuff that I've been working on lately. Did a little bit of research for Lion Rampant, especially with the Normans. Did a lot of other internet research, which was dangerous because it got me interested in a number of other things. I did pre-order Frostgrave. I knew I was going to, and I just figured, you know what, let me just pre-order it, get it when it comes out, and see in my collection if I have things that I can use. It'll be a little different, it won't be the exact theme, but I was thinking of using alchemy miniatures for that game, so we'll see if that works out. Anyway, yeah, it's Monday night. I'll be working through the daytime over the next few days on these various projects, and I will get muskets and tomahawks ready to go, and I'll get these guys sand on their bases and these bases, and yeah, keep on plugging away at this lead and plastic mountain. So again, thanks for all the encouragement for Unfinished Business. Very nice to see people with some encouraging words and the like, so thanks for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great week, and see ya.